Back, yeah. Mr. Crossing it. You are my Mr. Crossing. Yeah, it's me, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Crossing. Yes, I'm one of the most handsome, most attractive men out here on this platform, ladies and gentlemen. Can you dig it? Let's go. Alright, I'm back. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back. See, I'm coming with facts, and they all in their feelings. See, I studied them scriptures, and now I'm painting them pictures. Now they call me Godzilla, and they label me villain. See, I'm Batman, I'm Robin, I'm taking over your city. You can't be talking to me, cause we don't speak the same language. We not from the same place. My tax bracket shit ain't it. Now they want me to fail, but I would never do that. You may have thought I was gone, but Mr. Crossing is back. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back. When I say that I'm back, I'm unleashing the beast. You say you ready for war, but you was screaming for peace. Now I'm back from the dead, Michael Jackson and Thriller. You don't know what to think about the man and the nigga. I'm all over the world, Thriller in the Manila. I don't care what you think, but if you click on my link, I say I got me these racks like I was working for free. You may have thought I was gone, but Mr. Crossing is back. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Crossing is back, yeah. Mr. Crossing is back. Let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show started. You know how we do. It really does, but it shouldn't. But it shouldn't. Yeah. Let's go! Happy Friday! Let's go! If you not my dog, Greg, nice to see you. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't play these games no more. What you looking at me for? I just want the money, yo. All these games that you be playing, all this talk that you be saying, I don't really like to play. Get this money every way. Gotta keep my mental clear. Yeah, you know I'm out of here. I don't really have no fear. Yeah, you keep on showing tears. I'm not with that back and forth. I'm the type to get to work. I'm the type to keep it real. I'm the type to get a deal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the type to pop a tag, sick like I have SARS. Ride around a fast car. Rapping like the behind bars. I do this all for my dogs. This is what it all costs when you gotta be the boss. If you not my dog, hey, yes. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. If you not my dog, I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. This is what it be like when I'm stunting on my enemies. This is what it be like when I make them feel my energy. Sitting on these raps, okay, you know what this really means. This is what it's all about. I'm on top of everything. I'm the boss, don't play with me. This right here, don't play with me. Toxic, 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 toxic. Don't play with Zeus today. Every day you say you scared. Every day I'm making friends. Every day you say you good. Every day I wish you would. This is what it be like when you really on the come up. This is what it be like when you really trying to run up. Rookie of the year, better go and break the record. Rookie of the year, better go and get a checkup. Yeah. If you not my dog, hey, yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'ma have to cut you off. Freedom Rider, nice to see you. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. Good morning, peace and locks. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are once again back in the Lion's Den. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy all of you could join me today. Once again, it was Friday. Today is Friday. I really thought, you know what? I like to go light on Fridays. And just take it easy, because I like to coast off into the weekend. But I'm doing great. But it seems like good morning, Heidi. Shout out to all of my subscribers out there. Okay, shout out to Greg. And by the way, please flood the comments with the blue wave or the Jack Smith pictures or any of those. Okay, because that really does something. It puts an extra boost in the live when I see Jack Smith. Where's Snuggles? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Smith is coming. Okay, you know it. Jack is coming for you. Can't do nothing for you because Jack is coming for you. Run, hide, duck, duck. We don't really care. Okay. Okay. So I was going to take it light today, but you know what? We got to go into the lion's den. So brace for impact. Brace for impact today, ladies and gentlemen, because I realize that there's something about the former president that I haven't really went into detail about, but I'm gonna give you a hint. You know how they keep saying President Biden is the R word, racist, because he had said things like you're not black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. You remember that. And it was on the Breakfast Club. And as far as I was concerned, he said that in a humorous, endearing tone with Charlemagne the God. And the right seems to have taken that completely out of context. But there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on as it pertains to the former president that I want to make sure the folks out here, especially his supporters, are fully aware of. On the verge of all of this indictment talk that Trump started himself. Yes, thank you for putting those Jack Smith comments out there, okay? Because they need to be, Jack Smith needs to be front and center on all the Trump supporters' minds, okay? And this is why I have this headline right up here. Judge sentences a January 6th defendant who breached Pelosi's office to 36 months in prison. Woo! Trying to tell all of the Trump supporters, this is the consequence that comes with being a supporter. As a matter of fact, there's a video circulating around TikTok, and when you hear this kind of talk, you understand why things are the way that they are. Let me see if I can play a little bit of this. Let me see if I can hit play on this. Hold on 1 second. This is the kind of stuff.
Donald Trump, whatever you need me to do, man.
Here we go. Hold on.
I'll swear if you need me.
Here we go. Hold on.
Donald Trump, whatever you need me to do, man. I'll swear if you need me to put on a tactical uniform, I'll do it. If you need me to walk in front of you to block bullets, I'll fucking do it. I'm serious, man. Please. I know they trying to arrest you and some more shit on some bullshit.
Wow.
Some sore loser ass shit.
Wow.
But Donald J. Trump, the Iron Lion, I pray to God that you prevail. Because I do believe all this chicken shit bullshit will fucking stop. They don't want it to stop. You know what, man? I swear to God, I've never seen such debauchery and evilness in a human being in all my motherfucking life. And I ain't talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about you motherfucking stinking, filthy, putrid ass motherfucking Democrats.
Shame! Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh! Okay, enough. I get it. Shame! Blasphemy! That's treason in the kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. And it's this kind of conduct and ideology out here that I realize we must continue to address. This is why we don't stop talking about the former president. People come in here and they say, why do you keep talking about Trump? There's so many things that you could be talking about. It's because of things like this that are going on. Okay, and my hammer of truth, when I heard this gentleman, I realized he's coming from a very, very interesting place. Okay, I would say, how do you get to a point where you're saying you're willing to risk all you have for a person that doesn't care about you? Shame, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I say put those Jack Smith pictures in the chat section, because this is exactly what leads to you meeting Jack Smith and all of the
law enforcement officials that you claim to say you love to back. Yes, please put Jack Smith. So, ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for these kind of individuals who seem to think that the former president cannot do anything wrong despite all the evidence. Okay, and I'm going to get back to this gentleman because what he has said, you should go check out the comments. The comments, you got people out here saying, we're with you, sir. We support you. We endorse you. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one thing left for me to do. And it is to continue to bring down this heavy hammer of truth. Now, moving on to the next topic, the Trump lawyer in Georgia probe has been called to testify regarding the classified documents. Good morning, Groovy Cake. So nice to see you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what makes this even more interesting is this is another Trump lawyer, Jennifer Little, who is representing the former president, okay, in the Georgia case out there in Fulton County, okay. She has now been called, okay, to take the stand about the documents discovered at Mar-a-Lago when FBI agents raided the premises in August of 2022. So this is what? How many lawyers does Trump have now being implicated and being brought to the grand jury to testify as it relates to Trump's activities surrounding the classified documents? Will his supporters at this point begin to see the light and see what goes with being a loyal Trump supporter? If you are a Trump supporter, let's just be honest on TikTok today. Let's just be honest. You stand for blasphemy. You stand for treason. And you love to be a vassal of darkness for the former president. And as long as you continue to retain that position, you know, hey, it's America. You can do whatever you want. But as long as you continue to maintain that position, Zeus will always have work to do in the kingdom. All right. Now, I want to address this whole thing going on Truth Social. What's going on Truth Social, people have been asking. Well, first of all, I want to also take time out of the morning to point out this fact. Jim Jordan has been busted, trying to help Trump tamper with a probe, okay? And I did post a video about this yesterday on my page. You could go check it out. We have the Republican Party interfering with a criminal investigation in New York on behalf of the former president. And this all started because Trump lied on his social media platform, Truth Social, which we all know is backed by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Okay, so Trump lied, and now we find out, and this is why I love it, because the more Trump does, the more we get to see which people in the Republican Party are actually involved with the crimes that he's doing. And if I were Jack Smith, I would be taking meticulous notes. Why am I giving Jack Smith advice? Actually, why am I saying that? Jack Smith knows what he's doing. We're finding out which Republicans, you know, when they had that January 6th hearing, and at the end of the hearing, they said, and we have recommended certain members of Congress for criminal referrals. And you had to ask yourself, which folks out here deserve to have a criminal referral? You had to ask yourself. Now, me personally, I know the likes of Matt Gaetz, the likes of Marjorie Taylor Greene, the likes of Kevin McCarthy, okay, and so on, and with others. Okay, there's a visitor log. You can go check it out. You can see who was visiting Trump leading up to January 6th. Go ahead, Jack Smith. Take him. Because you just heard this man. He doesn't mind doing whatever he has to do for Trump. So I don't want to hear any stories about you're a victim of law and order. Shame! Trump supporters can no longer say they are victims of law and order because you just heard this man. He just said he's willing to do it. So, miss me with this whole, it's the Democrats attacking. No, you're volunteering. You're signing up for this. This man right here in the comments actually support what I'm saying. There are thousands, millions. How many Snuggles? 71 million? There's 71 million individuals that are willing to break the law. Okay, you heard this man. I gotta play him again. Let me play this again. Okay, let me play what he said again.
Donald Trump, whatever you need me to do, man. I'll swear if you need me to put on a tactical uniform, I'll do it. If you need me to walk in front of you to block bullets, I'll fucking do it.
Wow. So you gonna say all that and cry when you get some handcuffs put on you? Shame. Shame. I mean, I thought I was gonna have a light day on Friday, but it's stuff like this that gets Zeus activated. All right, so we got the Republican Party interfering with a criminal investigation, and they're celebrating. There's no law and order. They don't like law and order. No, they want chaos and pandemonium. They want to sit here and do these off the focus things. Point at Joe Biden, point at Hillary Clinton, point at President Obama, point at whoever else other than Trump. Yesterday, I had a lovely conversation with a beautiful person in the Closet of Truth, and I asked them very clear questions. Hey, you want Trump back in office? Why? So we can have 4 more years of this same craziness that we've already experienced? Cut it out, folks. Shame. Now, I want to get back onto one last part before I open up the box and talk to individuals out here, talk to people. Because Zeus is very fair when it comes to addressing all misinformation out here on this platform. Now, there is something that I did want to bring up right here. This right here. I'm going straight to the source. This isn't no headline. This is for all the people, and this is how I'm going to shut down this whole President Biden is a racist stuff. I'm going to shut it down today. Because if you bring up that whole comment about the 94 crime bill, which I haven't seen any evidence of it happening right now in 2023, and then you want to bring up the comment President Biden made on the Breakfast Club, and I'm like, you obviously don't watch the Breakfast Club, okay? You don't understand how that show is ran. Because if you did, you wouldn't keep repeating that to Zeus. Zeus watches Charlemagne the God, ladies and gentlemen. You don't. So you don't understand in what the context things are being said. Okay, but you know what? He said it. Or you can bring up the thing he said about you supposedly people of color have a hard time getting on the internet. I've heard that one too. You can bring all of that up, ladies and gentlemen, and I've debunked all of it. But you won't bring this up, and I know why you won't bring it up. Because you are afraid to admit it. That this right here is proof positive that Donald Trump himself is engaging in racist conduct. And Zeus will not have any of that in Olympus. Order, because that's treason. That's blasphemy. Okay, now let's get into this Truth Social post that he put up a few hours ago. Okay, you can read it for yourself. But let's just skip straight down to the part that matters, because Zeus has other things to talk about this morning. He's talking about Alvin Bragg out there in New York. You know, the prosecutor that's going to possibly indict him for, you know what, that hush money payment to Stormy Daniels, which he did behind Melania Trump's back while she was pregnant. Okay? And he's trying to bait Alvin Bragg into revealing who he knows and what he has prior to the trial. I know this trick and it's not going to work. But in the process, he goes on to say, he is a Soros-backed animal. So now we're calling people of color that prosecute you animals? They get it. Is that what this is? Animals? Where is MAGA King at? MAGA King, I didn't hear you address this, sir. I didn't hear you address this. What's this animal business that we're talking about? Is he saying this because what? Oh, okay, I thought so. So, he calls them animals. He's calling Alvin Bragg an animal who just doesn't care about right or wrong, no matter how many people are hurt. This is no legal system. This is the Gestapo. Wow. This is Russia and China, but worse. It's disgraceful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say we're not going to have the conversation about President Biden saying anything off the hook like this, because Biden isn't saying this stuff, but we know who is saying this, the former president, President Trump. And as a matter of fact, if you didn't think he could get any more clearer about the way he truly feels, Let's go into this one. Let's go into this one. What kind of person? In this case, a former president of the United States who got more votes than any other sitting president in history and leading candidate by far for the Republican Party nomination with the crime. What person can charge this person with a crime is what he's asking. When it's known that no crime has been committed and also that potential death and destruction. Such a false charge could be catastrophic for our country. Who would do such a thing? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a situation here where we have a former president inciting violence and referring to people of color that are prosecuting him as animals. I would love to have one of his biggest fans come up here and tell me it's not what it is. Okay? Why would you sit back and say that this is acceptable behavior from a former president? You think, and this is why I say the red wave, it ain't coming. The red wave isn't coming. There's no way in the world. It ain't coming. The red wave is over. And this right here, this isn't somebody that's ready to lead the country for another 4 years, by the way. This is someone who's terrified that Jack Smith, along with Alvin Bragg, along with Fannie Willis, are on their way to indicting him and putting him under arrest, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the sign of leadership. This is full-blown panic mode. Now, I have a lot of friends on the right, and I know they're gonna give it to me. They're gonna be very mad about this live. But the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, I have to cover the truth. I have to talk about what's really going on out here in the United States of America, and I have to call it like I see it. Okay, he's targeting Letitia James. Okay. He even goes as far as to target Jack Smith. Look at him. He says Jack Smith, who is harassing and intimidating innocent people at levels not seen before. Really? Who is Jack Smith harassing? Who is he harassing? Huh? Other than you. Order! By order in the court. Listen, to all my friends who are Trump supporters. By hook or by crook, I want it to be very clear. There's no escaping the law in the United States of America. Okay, those wheels of justice are turning, and you are on the verge of witnessing the former president of the United States enter uncharted territory when they indict and arrest him for all of his dirty deeds and crimes. Okay, and I know you hate that I do this. But like I said before, who else is going to tell you the truth like this out here on TikTok? That's why they call me Zeus, because I'm Triple H. What is that? Honest, humble, and handsome. You can't say, with all this evidence out here, you cannot sit back and say that Trump's not a racist any longer. We have the information right in front of us. He's calling people of color animals because they're prosecuting him. Shame! Shame on him, Double I. Thank you for the subscription. Okay? He talks very terrible about women. Okay? And you think this is a guy that we should get behind once again? We should hitch our wagon to this guy and go through 4 more years of him terrorizing the American people? This is a man who, because he committed crimes and he's being investigated and possibly indicted and charged, he turns around and says, it wasn't me who committed those crimes. It was us. And he's talking about you, his supporters, okay? This is a man who has, right now, supporters in jail out there in Washington, D.C. who rallied to his defense. He hasn't went there to go see them not one time. By the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I hear, along with Laura Boebert, are on their way today to go see those January 6th folks who are now in jail, those who have been convicted, they're on their way to go see them today. Trump's not. And the bigger question is, wait a second, I thought those folks that were there that day was Antifa. I thought the folks that were there on January 6th were Antifa. So is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to visit her Antifa friends? Make it make sense, Trump supporters. This is a lose-lose discussion at this point because Zeus, along with his friends over here, out here in Olympus, we have debunked all of the conspiracies that the folks on the right continue to try to promote and spread out here on social media. We don't believe it anymore. No, we don't. And we have good reason not to because we have the receipts, we have the evidence, and we have seen enough. Now, what I will say is this gentleman right here that said he would, stand in front of a pew on behalf of the former president. I don't think there's a person on the left that would take such a position for President Biden. If Biden makes a mistake, we understand Biden needs to be held accountable. We're not out here dodging bullets for President Biden, but the fact that you would do it for a worldwide, world-known criminal is very concerning. It's a cause for alarm. Shame! Order in the court. Anyone who continues to endorse the former president and his criminal conduct, let's just call it what it is. You want to be an accessory to crime. Okay? And if you volunteer your soul to be an accessory to crime, then you know what? You don't have a right to complain that you're a victim. We are a nation of law and order, just like Trump continues to say on his social media platforms. Okay, and that law and order applies to Trump and it applies to all of you too. Now, we've reached that point in the show where I'm willing to have these tough conversations with all of my friends out here. You know the rules. I'm going to ask that you do not get into the box and start doing nasty things that get you suspended or banned, because what continues to happen is once you get suspended and banned, I get penalized. Okay? So I got it. The stakes are higher, and Snuggles, I know you and I are good friends, but I will drop you from this box if I sense I'm going to get penalized because you're so frustrated that you got to yell and curse at Zeus and start insulting people. I'll just drop you because I can read people's emotions. I have emotional intelligence, and if I sense your emotional intelligence is spiraling, I'm just going to drop you. I'm just going to clear the box. I got to save you from yourself. Listen, I don't need you to do what Trump needs you to do. I know you're willing to put everything on the line. I don't need you to do that today on TikTok. Okay, folks, cut it out. Jack is coming for you. Okay, I'm going to open up the box, and we can talk about a little bit of everything, okay? Because it's Friday. I'm going to be off for the next 2 days. I really am. And my only ask is that you get in here, stick to the format of the show, right? By the way, if you missed the show or you want to go back and review any of this, the video is on my YouTube page. Just click on my profile. The videos are there. You can go look at them and study them. Study and show yourself to prove. But the videos won't be there if you get a what they call a violation. If a person gets violated, if there's a violation in the box, then TikTok disables the video and I won't be able to post it. So that's why I am telling you in advance, you got to follow the format of the show. All right. Moving on, let's open up this box, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of things to discuss. Mainly the truth. All right. Let's see. Who are we going to do first? I want to see if I can get someone I've never. And I hope this is really O-Dog and this isn't Snuggles with a different account.
No, this is O-Dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Greetings, O-Dog. I've never done business with you before. So, before we lay into the conversation, there's a few questions that I have to ask you. Are you fair? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I've watched you live, and this is my first time coming up. I know the questions pretty much, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I hope this is going to be a breeze for you, and I hope you get it right. Let me ask: do you believe the president of the United States is above reproach?
No.
Oh, good answer. Um, no, I don't want to ask this one. When it comes to January 6th, uh, who would you say is responsible for what happened on January 6th?
It's a quick answer, but I got to make it a little longer. Who would have a rally on the same day that they're doing the votes, which is Trump?
Good answer. Thank you so much. All right. And last question. Do you trust Fox News?
Of course not.
Hey, my man, old dog. Shout out to old dog. All right. Welcome to Olympus, old dog. What's going on?
Well, I just had a couple of thoughts. That guy that was on, ready to put his life in jeopardy for a man.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to making this man a god instead of having real sense about commitment to America. Most of these Trump supporters that claim to be law and order is not reaching out for law and order for
They ain't.
Trump.
They're not.
So I would advise people to actually look. This is not a football game we playing.
Nope.
This is real life for our country.
You hear them?
So we should be doing things best for our country, not putting anybody up there that's going to do something bad for our country. Because this man is divided since he started. So that was my point of coming up. I didn't really have a whole bunch to say, I guess, but
Well, since I appreciate you coming in and bringing down that truth like this. Because I have a lot of folks in here, and I'm very good friends with some of the folks on the right. I mean, and I always tell them, you're great. You're a great person, but you're 99.9% wrong when it comes to politics, right? And that's the position that I maintain. And I know that we have to have these tough conversations with them in order for them to understand that the stuff they're doing is unacceptable, right? So my question is, let's flip it. Would you do this? Would you do this for President Biden? Would you make such claims? Would you put your life on the line for President Biden?
there's only two people left in this world that I would put my life of, be my wife and my children. That's
Thank you.
it.
Thank you. You hear that, Trump supporters? Cut it out. Shame.
And can I say something about the right? I believe that some policies the old Republicans had were good policies. And that's what I think about what we should be looking at policies. We shouldn't be trying to look at this team thing. We should be going, okay, is this going to benefit me? If the Republicans put something out that's going to benefit me, I'm going to vote with that Republican. If a Democrat put out something that's going to benefit me, I'm going to vote for that Democrat.
We're beyond policy with the Republican Party, though, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
just
that's
talked
true.
about.
I mean, that's true right now. But
Yeah. If we could go back to just how Congress should run, hopefully, which I think maybe that might be a little out, because I think throughout American history you do have these waves of extreme conduct happening between the parties. Then it simmers down, and then it bubbles back up. But you know, one thing that is concerning to me is, let's just take this situation right now. Alvin Bragg is currently, possibly going to indict Trump, and you have Jim Jordan. You heard about what he did. You
yes,
sent him a letter.
yes,
What is your
yes,
thoughts about that? Because you've been involved. I would imagine you've watched American history your whole
yeah.
lifetime, and you know about the Republican Party. Is this behavior typical of the Republican Party, or is this kind of
No,
new?
this is this has came up within the last 6 years since Trump been in office. Because even if the party did
Shame.
ungodly things, I'll put it that way, it was kind of more what do you want to call it, under the rock. It wasn't above the rock. They standing on top of the hill screaming now, you
Mm,
know. So
mm.
I mean, I'm glad they're doing it because it make you aware of who you have up there in office. Because
Yeah,
you can look now and start pointing at the people like the I can't call her name, that's going to the jail
Marjorie
today.
Taylor
Two people.
Greene.
Yes, her and Bowman.
Yeah,
Look at that. They showing us who they are.
yeah,
It used to be it used to be behind your back, but now they just blatantly showing us who they really are.
yeah, yeah. And we see them for who they are, and they they take issue to the fact that we see them as what they are, criminals, right? You
Yes.
just heard this guy. I played the clip. He pretty much said he's willing to engage in criminal conduct on behalf of the former president. You heard him say that, right?
Yes. Against a
Now,
fellow American.
yeah. So should he be surprised when he gets treated like a criminal?
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's
Not at
connect the
all.
dots, folks. Come on. We don't have to do this. Listen, old dog, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm finna leave. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but
No,
I
I
appreciate you
appreciate
letting
you.
me up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
shout out to old
you. Have a
dog for
good day.
coming in here and representing the truth. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring up the next person. All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. Coming clean, okay, on the truth and making sure we're not leading ourselves down a path of destruction. All right. Let me see. Oh, I haven't met Shady Lane. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? We've never done business before, have we?
No,
Okay, well, you know how this goes, right? You know I got to ask you some questions.
yes.
Uh there's really well I want to say there's no right or wrong answer, but then I would be lying to you. So, I'll just kind of let you figure it out
Let's
and
just say I am not a Trump supporter. I am not a Trump
oh, well,
supporter.
you
You don't even
want
have
to
to
just
ask
get
me the
straight.
question.
You just want to skip the line. Why aren't you a Trump
I just want to
supporter?
skip
Well, I still got to ask some questions.
because,
Why
first
are
of
you
all,
not a Trump supporter?
okay, go ahead.
That was my question. Why are you not?
Because I am, oh, because I am a black woman. I am a LGBTQ woman.
Mm,
And I am sick of all of the lies. I am sick of all of the trans laws. I am sick of all of the hatred that this orange goblin has caused. I am sick of all of, I feel like
yeah.
everybody has been emboldened to just run around and smack their lips and say things that people were just not emboldened to say
Mm,
before this man came in office. And now people think that they can run around and just talk and say things and be boldly racist and think that it's okay.
mm. It's not okay.
And it's
It's not.
not.
It's not okay to be boldly racist, sexist, misogynist. It's not okay. And I don't know. You know what bothers me, Shady Lane, especially with this Stormy Daniels. And this is I really do believe things do happen for a reason. I really do believe that he's being investigated over this payment to a porn star, Stormy Daniels, for very good reason. Because I think it needs to be. It's something that we here in the United States of America, who love to pride ourselves on being so-called high with morals, it points out that we have a man who's cheated on his partner, right, with a porn star while she
Mm-hmm.
was pregnant. What
Yes.
is your position about such
Mm-hmm.
conduct? What is your position? I know you might not be religious, but just for the sake of this, is that acceptable behavior?
So that is my biggest, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is, they run around and they want to use the Bible
Oh,
to try to push all of these laws, to try to ban books, to try to push these laws on transgender, to push these laws on LGBT. I was listening to your live yesterday when we
mhm.
were talking about how, oh, the drag story hours. I also do drag. I'm a cis female, but I am a bio queen, which means I do
Hey,
drag as
shout
a
out!
actual born female.
You hear that?
And I know a lot of drag queens,
Tell them.
and they are the greatest people. And we have done
You hear
drag
that,
story
Trump
hours,
supporters?
and it
Listen
really
up. You
ticks
learned
me off.
something.
Yes, because it ticks me off because these same people are the ones that will go to church and then take their kids to Hooters. These are the
Oh,
same people that have their kids go to church and then they will get graped by pastors or family members and say nothing. You show me the stats of how many children have been essayed by a drag queen versus a camp counselor or a Christian pastor. You you show me those. You show me those stats, and you tell me why we don't have any laws against those people. You know
Woo!
why? Because they are blatant hypocrites.
Woo! And
But they won't,
hypocrisy
because they
will not
use
be
that
tolerated in
Bible.
the kingdom. That
No, absolutely not. And
Shady Lane,
there
you're
is,
on fire.
it doesn't make sense.
You're on fire.
You have these Bibles in libraries that have all of these references of sodomy and all of these things that you want to ban in books in schools, but yeah, you'll have the Bible in a school. Ban that. I'm sorry. I don't need your religion. It pushed down my throat. If you don't want to see a drag show, don't go to a drag show. I don't go to your church. I don't ban
Hey,
your church. Mind your business. It's that
mind your
simple.
business.
It's that simple. So don't give me morals. You don't
No,
have morals.
because
You
it's
have
been revealed they
what
don't have
you want
morals.
us to do.
It's been revealed they don't have,
Absolutely. They don't
right? I
have
mean,
morals. They're
through this whole
brainwashed.
through these through this whole thing that we're seeing them do on behalf of the former president, we've witnessed that they will lie for Trump, they will steal for Trump, they will
Absolutely.
take lives for Trump, they will break all of the commandments in the Bible for Trump, right?
Oh, yes. They don't know. They can't even tell you the commandments. Get out of here. Like they use, it's just a shield. It's just what they use. That man don't even know what the Bible is. Get out of here. He held the Bible upside down. That man ain't nothing but Satan himself in an orange tan. Come on now.
Treason!
Come on
That's
now. Like he
treason.
is.
Thank
I
you.
really, and one more point that I was listening to
This is
yesterday
true.
was when
This
they
is
were
true.
talking about COVID. I'm a nurse.
Uh-oh.
And they said, and they said, one of the ladies said, well, what happened when we had COVID? The flu disappeared. Well, yes. Do you know why the flu disappeared? The flu
Please
disappeared
tie
because
her
we were all
shoes.
wearing masks. And you know
Woo!
what happens when we wear masks? It protects us from spreading the flu. So
Hey!
that is why our flu numbers went down.
Wow! You
It's
gave him an
simple, people. It's simple
educational.
science. If people
She's on.
if
You're
people
on fire.
actually believed in science, you would know that's why. Because and now that we're not wearing masks anymore, you will see that flu number go up again.
Bing,
So
bing,
now they'll
bing,
say,
bing.
"Oh, now the flu's back." Joe Biden gave us the flu now. No, it's because we're not wearing a mask anymore, you
Biden gave
idiots.
you the flu. I've heard a lot today. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm talking about. It's now turning into a
But
point
anyways,
where,
I got to get ready for work. I got to get ready for
okay,
work, but I just wanted to come on real quick. I watch you every morning while I'm getting ready. So thank you so much for letting me jump on, Zeus.
you're welcome, and I appreciate you coming on, skipping the line, letting us know where you stand, okay, and bringing the unadulterated, unfiltered truth to these supporters out here, okay? You've done a lot in the kingdom today.
Thank
Take
you.
my word. Thank you so much. Shady Lane, ladies and
Thanks.
gentlemen.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Now you see this, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get into this box and simply testify from the place you're at. Okay, we want the truth and nothing but the truth. There's no pivoting when it comes to the truth. Okay, you don't need to pivot, you don't need to deflect. You simply need to tell the audience what you know is true. And I have yet to hear anybody from the right get in the box and do exactly what we just saw Shady Lane do. I didn't have to ask her multiple times any questions. I didn't have to tell her to get back on topic. It was simply tell us what you got going on. Bada bing, bada boom. And she did it so gracefully. No yelling, no cursing, none of that. Now let's bring up the next guest. Okay, I know there's a lot of people, but I want to hear from some people I have not heard from first, and then I'll open it up to the fan favorites because all of you need to be heard. Uh, oh my gosh. Janae, cut it out. This is truth over here. I don't need liars. I don't need more liars. We need more people who want to be honest and accountable for their conduct. All right. Let's see who we have. It's connecting. It's connecting. Hello. Maybe it's not going to connect, so I will have to. Yeah, I think it did not connect. Okay, wait. Oh, you're back in the queue. Okay, Labrador Queen. You gotta tell me how to say that.
Yay!
Greetings.
Greetings. Good morning,
Hello.
Zeus.
I'm doing all right. We haven't done business together, right?
We haven't.
Okay. Now how do you say your name?
It's Labradorite Queen.
Okay, Labradorite Queen. Okay. I'll just call you Queen, okay? Fair enough for now. Um, I have to ask you some
Yes.
questions. I have to ask you some questions because I don't know you, and I have to figure out where to frame this discussion or how to frame it. So you don't mind that, right? Queen, are you there?
I'm sorry, I have a horrible echo. Can I drop down and come back in?
Oh yes, sure. Please drop down and come back because I want to be fair. I want to give everyone the opportunity to be heard. Oh my goodness. We're getting close to the end of the live. So I'm going to have to go into overtime. I know it, but it's worth it. This is worth it. Roma, greetings. Here we go. Queen is back in the building. Are you there?
All right. Yep, go ahead.
Okay. You have echo still?
Nope, you're good.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so let's get started. I have to ask you some questions because I've never done business with you. Fair enough?
Go ahead.
All right. These questions are going to come quick and fast, but you know, if you're trained in the truth, you'll pass through them with a breeze. All right. In your opinion, was the 2020 election stolen by President Biden?
No, it was not.
Oh, nice. Um, do you believe in taking allegiance to the United States Constitution or to a person?
Well, I'm always going to go with my people first. So,
Oh, really? Fair enough. We're going to go back to that one. Is the president above reproach?
absolutely not.
Good answer. All right. I think I know where you stand. Okay, at least I think I do. And I think you are not a Trump supporter. Is that safe to say?
Absolutely not. I am not an orange man supporter.
Hey, let's go! Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put those blue waves in the comment section because I want all of my friends on the right to see that these are real humans out here that don't want Trump in office again. And when he loses again, they won't be able to say it was a rigged system. No, because whole time leading up to it, we've been putting pressure on you. All right, Queen, what do you got for us?
So, here's the part that bothers me the most is that even if Trump gets indicted or any sort of official allegations come up that stand in court, it doesn't matter what happens to that man. The right will always say, those attorneys were rigged. Those attorneys are corrupt. They're lying. It's a witch hunt. Nobody in the United States seems to be normal anymore, doing their job as a regular American fairly and justifiably. It doesn't even matter anymore. It's like the whole Democratic side, everybody in the party is now gone rogue, apparently. And every court in the nation has now gone rogue because if they investigated the election, they were corrupt.
Wow.
Because
Shame.
that wasn't correct. And it just is so bizarre to me that there's this mass conspiracy nationwide for everyone that touches these situations
Right.
is all of a sudden corrupt. And
Wow.
it's a manhunt.
Wow.
It's
A
really
witch hunt.
bizarre.
It
Yes,
is,
it's
right?
bizarre.
It's and you know, this whole witch hunt thing, right? Do
Yes.
you think it's really a witch hunt compared to what we know to be real witch hunts in the United States? Is Trump saying he's a witch?
No, he's actually getting a fair and due process.
And that to me blows my mind because we have people, I just played the audio, who are willing, they say, I'll do anything for Trump. I'll take a bullet for this guy. This is what
Yeah,
they
that's
said.
weird.
I'll
That's
break
cult.
the
That's
law for
cult
him.
behavior. Cult behavior is what that is.
And,
Weird.
and it is weird, and it's definitely treason in the
Mm-hmm.
kingdom over here. Order in the court. Treason will not be tolerated, ladies and gentlemen. And
Mm-hmm.
it's stuff like this that makes it a situation. They say, do you hear people saying this to you, Queen? You talk about Trump too much. Have they said this to you?
Oh God,
What?
he lives rent free in your head. That's the
Yes.
same. Yeah.
TDS. They say we have TDS,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. Derangement.
What
I
is
know.
your opinion about that? Why do you think they continue to try to make us stop talking about Trump and want us to talk about things that make no sense? Like
Well,
what do you got?
it's called cognitive dissonance because this
Oh,
man is literally running for president of our country. So we all have the right to talk about it because
listen.
he's a crazy. So yeah, we should all be concerned.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So we have the right to talk about the former president.
Yes. We should
Uh,
be talking about it.
and they should be too. Okay?
Yeah.
And you should not be risking your freedom for this guy.
No, that is weird. Yep.
Now,
That's absolutely weird.
there's another issue out here that I want to make sure we address because I like the way that you think. So you heard about this comment President Biden said when he was running his campaign. He went on to the Breakfast Club and he said, you're not black if you don't vote
No.
for me. You remember that?
Yes.
And his supporters are circulating this conspiracy out here that because Biden jokingly said that makes Biden a racist. Now we have on not on TikTok but on Truth Social, Trump referring to Alvin Bragg, a prosecutor, the black one, right? He's
Yeah.
referring to him as an animal. Do you think his supporters will acknowledge that Trump is being racist by doing that?
Like I said, Zeus, it's cognitive dissonance on that side, and they don't think he can do any wrong. For some
Oh,
reason, they have their blinders on to
oh,
everything.
oh.
The thing about the left is we're not out here saying that Biden is perfect, that he's never said anything that was wrong,
Hmm.
or that he's not human.
Nope.
And
Poker
that
dad.
you're right, he's been in politics for 45 years and maybe hasn't accomplished a lot, but you know what, he is not dividing this country by sending out racist rhetoric, tweets, not saying calling people animals. I mean,
Let me make
it's
sure I point it
absurd.
out right there. He says it
Yeah.
right there. He's a Soros-backed animal. Racist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Zeus, I don't like to get into these conversations about race. I prefer to just keep it political, but I
Mm-hmm.
do have to call it like I see it. So if you try to bring up Trump's breakfast, I mean not Trump's, but President Biden's Breakfast Club interview where he made a joke, you got to talk about Trump calling the Alvin Bragg an animal because that doesn't make sense. Okay,
Well, and I think that the fact that what is it, like 87% of African Americans and people of color in this country voted for him
yeah,
should say it all for itself. They obviously were not too offended by it.
nope,
That they were
nope.
willing to still vote for him after he said it. So,
Yeah, yeah. We voted for Biden. We didn't vote for Trump.
yep.
Okay,
So,
you did.
I
You
know.
did. And you got to take that. You got to take what comes with voting for Trump. If he
Mhm.
loses, if he loses, you lose. If he commits crimes, you do the time.
Yeah. Well, and that's, it's like I just can hardly wait until 2024 because if he loses Zeus, guess what the whole narrative is going to be.
Oh, there's going to
It
be
was
another.
rigged. It's always been
Oh,
rigged. We do not actually have free and fair elections. It's going to be the same story because he plants the seed for
oh,
everything. The
wow.
system is rigged. This is a manhunt on me. I don't deserve this. I've done nothing wrong. He plants the seed before so that he can keep his ego after the fact.
Wow. And that to me is a sign that we definitely should be concerned about the future of this country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, Queen, I'm going to have to open up the box to a lot of the other folks here. Okay. Some of my regular guests. Okay. So you can stay there, and I'm going to open it up so that
No,
some of
I'm
my.
gonna I'm gonna hop off and let somebody else have a chance because I got to go to work.
Okay. Well, Queen, thank you so much for coming in. and sharing your perspective. I really appreciate that, and you're more than welcome to come back. I do this every Monday through Friday. Okay, 6:30 a.m.
Thank
What's
to
up,
you, Zeus.
Labrador?
7:30 a.m. All right.
You're my morning entertainment every morning, Monday through Friday. So I appreciate
Well,
you.
thank you.
You
Thank you. I
follow me,
try my best to
Labrador.
deliver high quality entertainment, Queen. Okay. Greetings, Brother Greg. Nice to
Well, we're
see
doing
you.
so great, Zeus. We're doing so great.
Right? We are. And I gotta hear from some people that I haven't heard from as well. But we're gonna get as many people in as I can before I have to head to the gym. And I don't know where these people stand, but like I said,
Zeus,
if I
Zeus,
if
you
I
are
huh?
Zeus. You're so strongly going to the gym. So
It's
strong.
part of being a healthy person, right? You gotta do it. Uh oh my goodness. Okay, so let me see who else I can get up here. Shay, yes. Angela, good morning. By the way, please,
Good
ladies and
morning.
gentlemen, Nutty Professor, I can't connect with you for some strange reason. Um, I appreciate all of you putting those Jack
Hey, Zeus,
Smith.
real quick.
Yes.
I just want to say something to start this conversation off. Very interesting that this weekend we've got a rally in Waco,
Yep.
and that is a symbolism,
Who's
dog
who's
whistle.
got that muffled that sound? Who's
Not
who's
me. My mic was off.
That's
oh
Baron, I think.
oh Baron, Baron, I'm gonna mute you real quick. Okay, what was that, brother Greg?
Oh, oh no, I was just saying that it's just crazy that he's having a rally this weekend in Waco, which was essentially people rising up against our government, FBI,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a dog whistle. So it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's another
Oh.
place where a cult went to die as well. So,
100%.
All
yep.
right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
this is as many boxes as I can open. Okay, so Trump is having another rally.
Yep. Waco, Texas.
Mm.
Yep.
Well,
Site.
who's going to be there? I hope none of you are going to be there. Felix, good morning. Are you going to go to Texas and go to that rally? Felix.
I'm on the bus. Wait until I get to work. I'll let you know. I'm almost there, okay?
Okay. Fair enough.
Don't drop me down. Do not drop me down. I got things to say. I mean a lot.
Oh, we're doing so great, Zeus. We're doing so great.
Okay. All right.
We're dog
So we covered
whistling.
a lot of topics, this morning. We talked about Trump's conduct. Anything that I missed or that we need to revisit? How about that? Is there anything we should revisit? Because
Have
we got a lot of people in here that still don't want to admit that Trump is a criminal. Okay. They still don't want to admit that he's a criminal, and they still don't want to admit that, you know what, he should not be allowed to be president again.
Did you see the picture of him holding a baseball bat next
I
to the
did.
picture of Alvin Bragg on his
Yeah.
Yes, I
social?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really would love to ask Trump supporters if you support that. I really want
Of
to
course
know if
they
you're
do.
okay with
They
that.
love
And
it.
if you are,
They love it.
you need to really look at yourself in the mirror about that. That
Mm-hmm.
you would support a
They
man
absolutely love it.
that is
That's what they
promoting
that's what they
violence
thrive
and
on.
death to a person that's doing his job.
An
Violence.
animal.
Just explain
Now
it
wait a
to
second. I hear Baron. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I could
How's it going?
barely hear you. Are you able to? I don't know. Speak louder, or are you reporting from a bunker?
Oh no,
Oh.
I'm good. Can you
Oh,
hear
We're
me
in a
okay.
now?
secret location. We're in a secret location every
Yeah,
day
because
here.
some people do call from a secret location. Yes. So,
No, I'm down
Baron,
here in
I've never
Texas.
done business with you, have I?
Never. I always see you, but I've
Oh,
never been
well,
in.
hold on. Let me. Others, please mute your mics so I can
We
ask
need the
you.
interview.
Yeah, I need to go
Yeah.
ahead and ask you some questions, Baron, before
Yes.
we get
Go
started.
ahead.
One, in your opinion, who would you say is responsible for the attack on the Capitol on January 6th?
Oh, that's easy. That's Trump.
Oh, Trump.
We have a winner.
Okay, and I think I know where you stand now. Okay, but I'm going to ask this last question. Um, do you believe the president is above reproach?
Negative. Nobody's above reproach.
Mm.
If I
Listen,
if I can get arrested and you can get arrested, so can he. What makes him any different?
exactly. You hear that, Felix? Quit going to Snuggles Live or Snuggles on Clapper and listening to him tell
Okay,
you anything
okay.
else.
You want to know something? I got a lot to talk about. Wait, just a minute.
Boy,
When I
oh
sit
boy.
down, I got a lot to talk. I mean, a lot.
Be nice to Felix, folks. Okay,
I'll
he's
try to hurry
trying
up
to
with you.
become a Democrat.
Wait, what?
Felix wants to be a Democrat. I know it, but he
Wait.
needs us
No,
to
I would
help
never
him
be a
break those
Democrat, maybe ever
chains.
again.
The
Okay,
prices, right? That's why, right? The prices.
the price is right.
God, my asthma.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Go get the shot.
All right, so Felix, while you're over there getting your story together, Baron, you were saying something
Yes.
that you said no one's above the law, and you believe that
Yeah,
if the president breaks the law, he should be held accountable, right?
exactly. It's like if you break the law or I break the law or anybody else, they're gonna come straight for us, right?
Yeah.
So what makes him any special? Now that he's a private citizen, now he's not in office. So hey,
You
he
hear
should be
that?
held accountable. And I want to add, the same thing goes with our president now. If he breaks the law, and he's found that yes, everything that he's been accused of, if he's found guilty, hey, he's got to go too. You know what I mean? I
Exactly.
mean,
You're either the party of law and order or you're not. Which one is it? Like, I don't
yeah,
get it.
it's like when I was growing up, my dad would always teach me about voting. He's like, voting is a right. You should take care of it, and it's like you should never vote for the person, vote for what he stands for. And
Mm,
ever since
Oh,
then, ever since I started voting, that's what I would do. Sometimes I would vote, sometimes I would vote Republican, sometimes Democrat. It all depended on the person that was running. You know,
exactly.
me
I
too.
would
That's
like
how I always
like
used to
we
vote.
like we would say in the army. I troubleshoot him. See what he stood for, what he's all about.
Hey, I like that. We troubleshooting over here.
We
okay,
Yeah,
troubleshoot. We troubleshoot.
there he is.
Okay, now,
There's
ladies and
Felix.
gentlemen,
I'm
we're going
ready.
to
I'm ready to tell you some live stuff.
Felix.
First of
I'll
all,
let the audience help you, Felix.
Felix
Okay, I've
Bailey,
done a lot of
Trump
talking, so
supporter up here.
I'm gonna rely
first
on
of
you.
all,
Poor guy. Oh no.
we won because you want to know why?
Okay, why?
Um, First of all, Biden not going to sign any more stuff because Republicans have the House, and then
What? What?
maybe you
Okay.
got the Senate, but we got
But,
the House.
but Felix, what exactly did you
That
win?
means that means it won't
What
pass
does
through.
that mean?
You realize that,
Yeah,
That
the
right?
nothing can be
Republicans ain't gonna
passed.
pass anything either. That means the Republicans ain't gonna pass anything either. If they're just
Right.
passing it through the House, it's got to go through the Senate, right?
Yep, you got it. So we're fine. So he won't
Exactly.
be signing
So,
any more stuff. That's one
okay, so
thing.
what's your point? What's your point? So y'all
That
are doing
Biden
this to
won't
hold
be
the libs?
happy by signing more things.
Oh, he's gonna be happy. He's just
But wait a
he's just
second,
gonna he's
Felix.
just gonna expose you guys for what y'all really are. Y'all don't
Now
want to
now
pass anything. You're not for the public. You're not for the American person. So, what is that? I mean, he could care less. I mean, he's gonna let y'all fall on your face on your own.
exactly, and that goes to the point we were talking about last time, Felix. The Republicans want to cut Social Security, right?
Okay, but they never did since I was alive ever.
But haven't you seen their new budget?
When they had both chambers, they never canceled Social Security. Never.
Oh, don't worry. They would love to.
But
Yeah,
haven't you seen their new budget that they're proposing?
they want to cut 70% of everything. Social
And
Okay,
that
they
Security,
want to cut
Medicaid.
it, but they're not going to take it away. They can lower the
Well,
security, but they're
I
not
mean,
going to take it
they're gonna
away.
cut it. They're gonna cut it by 70%. That's
What
and
still
about
what
the
is. I mean, what does
insulin?
that leave you?
Yeah,
what does
it's
that
gonna
leave you?
the
Maybe
insulin.
like
Oh.
800, 900. Could I get 1,100?
So if we so say for
No way, I
instance you
get
get
a
So
a
then you're
thousand
just
three
thousand.
hundred something. I get a thousand
So
three hundred
Felix,
something.
say you get $1,000 a month on Social Security. When the Republicans' budget is done, you're only going to get $300 a month. Is that what you want? Can you really live off of $300 a month?
I guess I would
no.
have to work full time.
But
But
he
that means
wants
it's worse
people
for
that are
you.
80
Okay,
to
but
work
then
full
I would have
time.
to work full time.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to get your Social Security, your
Right.
Exactly.
disability
If you make
benefits
too
if you
much,
have
you
to
can't
work.
get it.
So now you're not going to have Social Security because you don't qualify because you're working full time.
And then
Either way, let me tell you something.
either way, what? Either
If they
way,
take
what?
it away,
Isn't there?
let's say they take it away, I'll just work full time. But a lot more things would be better in this country.
Yeah, you're gonna work full time, but they don't want to raise the minimum wage. You're gonna work for $7 an hour. You think
No,
you're gonna make?
I get
Uh,
15 an hour right now.
yeah, but where you
Or
at?
16.
Where you at though?
16 an hour.
That's probably because of the Democrats. Just saying.
Where you at?
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
Felix, Felix, where do you live?
I
What
live in
city do you?
Illinois, Lake County, Illinois.
But y'all have state taxes, don't y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to take out state taxes. You got to take federal taxes. You got to take all these taxes out.
This is an
Social
all
security
hands on
taxes,
deck.
yeah.
Huh?
This is an all hands on deck meeting to help Felix
Yeah.
come out of the fog.
But
So
hey, what else? Keep bringing things to me because you want to know something. There's one more thing I could do. 2 jobs.
So
Two
you
jobs.
wanna you
Wow.
wanna work
okay,
harder
okay. So Felix,
for
You want to
maybe
work harder
Felix,
just
Felix.
to he's
Maybe
saying he
three
wants to work harder
jobs.
just to own the libs.
You guys can't win with me, okay? Let's get that straight.
Of course not.
I
Of
mean,
course not.
so what would it take, Felix? What would it take for us to win you over? How about that? Because I feel like we tell you the truth all the time. You come into our boxes and you want to talk, but I don't know if you're really
What would
concerned.
win me over?
So what's your angle?
Okay.
This poor guy.
Lowering prices at the grocery store, first of
which
all.
have
Oh,
nothing to
okay.
Okay.
So
do.
if Biden lowers the prices, then
And at the
you'll
pump,
That,
right?
support.
the border, okay? Putting the wall
What
higher like Trump was going to do. Way
Oh
what
higher.
about
boy.
the border? Hold on.
Now, if they
I
dig,
wanna
under,
Zeus. Can I
we block
can
that
I
off too.
can I get on
Okay,
that on the
what
border?
else?
Because
I'm not
because
against
Be,
LGBTQT,
Shay starts.
whatever. I'm not against
What's
gays, lesbians.
okay? But what's
My
Felix? Let me
my
ask
brother
you.
was a gay. My brother was gay.
Let
I
me
love
ask.
him and stuff.
yeah.
And
Okay, Felix. Let me ask you something. What's
Then
wrong
you
with the
need to vote
border?
Democratic.
What's wrong with the border that you say that's got to be
I
fixed?
seen for
Because I want to ask you something. Have you been down here to the border? Because I live 20 minutes away from the border, from the Mexican border
Zeus.
in
Oh
Texas.
God.
And I cross to Mexico like every other weekend to go shopping, go get medicines, go eat and stuff. And I don't
okay.
see nothing that no, hold on.
How tall is
I
the
don't see
wall?
nothing that y'all be talking about. All these caravans and people coming over, thousands and thousands. I don't see that. And
Huh.
if you want, I can I
Wait,
can
why
I
would
can
you
do a
see the
TikTok.
actual human trafficking? Hold on, you think they do that like out in the
No,
open?
Hold
no, you
on.
dumbass.
Greetings,
I'm talking about
American
the
Oh, now
ninja.
people.
I'm
I'm
dumbass. I
talking
just got
about the
here and I'm already
people.
am
Oh
a
my
dumbass for asking
gosh.
a stupid
Oh my
question.
bad. My
Fuck. Hey,
bad.
that was
I'm
quick.
Y'all,
talking
don't
about
get carried
no.
away.
I was talking about
Settle
people
down.
that the Republicans say are crossing over every day, like
Yeah,
It's a
illegal
scare
aliens. Like
tactic.
yeah. What about them?
under yeah, that's what
There
I'm
is a
saying.
bunch
So
of them.
they
What
I
what
want
live.
about them?
illegal
There's a bunch
aliens.
of them. What about them?
There's not.
Okay, but where
It's a
are they?
scare
Where are
tactic.
they?
What they're
Because
crossing
I
all
don't
over
see
the
them.
place. What do you like? What are you at? Like just because you go to
Okay.
Mexico like once a week, it doesn't mean you're down there like border security watching. Do you have
I
drones
live.
set up? Or you like,
Okay,
yeah?
I live like 20 minutes away. I
Oh,
can barely
oh.
drive right there and
So
I'm
if like
there.
there was a
And
bunch of people like 20 minutes away from me sneaking across a border down the road from me while I'm sitting here on TikTok, would I be watching that?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
I'm
I'd
just
just see
saying.
it. Yeah, I'd just be watching it. I'd be able to see it.
He's right.
I'm just
Yep.
I'm just saying
Okay,
there's
So
cool story,
hold
dude.
on. And plus the wall
Cool
that y'all
story,
said
dude.
Trump built, it ain't no wall being built down here. It's
I'm
just
lagging.
repairs.
Okay.
There was
Well, you
walls
want to know
there was
something?
already
Hmm.
something that was already here. All they did
Huh.
was repaired it. And they didn't
That's
repair it
good.
that good because it's falling apart.
Well, that's
if I was
good.
president,
Huh?
I would that would be one number one thing. I work with
See,
Hispanic people. Okay.
now,
Okay.
now, now,
Wait.
now,
I work with
Felix,
Hispanic
Felix,
people.
Felix,
The
Zeus,
uh,
the
I gotta
nice
That's a
drop.
Felix,
people.
fair place,
The nice
Felix,
Felix.
people.
Felix,
Mm-hmm.
you
Okay.
lost me, Felix, and
What?
I'm looking at this on my side. I got my spreadsheet going. Hold on, let me carry the one, add the six. Felix, do you understand if they cut your Social Security, the Republicans,
No. Well. Don't
you're
change the
going
subject.
to
We
be
went over that. We
no,
went
no, no,
over
no,
that.
no. I wasn't done with it.
Mm-mm.
I want to make sure because I know your wife. She's a good woman, and for you to sit up here on TikTok and risk throwing your family into financial chaos because you love Donald Trump,
Huh.
I'm concerned.
It's very
You
sad.
know,
Why
Joe
would you
Biden's
do
been
that?
saying he
love
wants to wait. Hold
DeSantis
on, Joe
too. I
Biden
love
said he wants to
DeSantis too.
sunset federal public, like ever since for like the last like 40 years. Joe Biden has said he wants to sunset all federal
That's
funding, including Social
whatever.
But
Security
has
and
he done
all of
it
that
though?
shit. I got the video.
But
You
has
can
he
go
done it
watch
though?
it.
Keep it clean now,
Keep it
American
American,
Ninja.
clean.
I'm running a show now. Please don't get in
American,
trouble.
American what? He's been trying to shut that stuff down
not
for
what
like,
he's doing now.
ever since he's been a
What happened?
politician. He's open about it. He like calls it sunsetting. Is that
No,
not
no,
true?
no, no,
Wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait.
no.
Whoa,
No,
whoa.
That's
Oh, that's not a
only
real video I
that's
have.
Okay, can
only
I
Oh,
get
Where's
back to
okay.
what
I
I was
need a
saying?
source.
no.
Find me
Nope, nope, it's not
a
true.
no.
We just don't
source.
believe it. Joe Biden's not been trying to sunset federal funding for
Democrats
the
never
last 20
said
years. Nope,
it's
nope,
not.
it's not
Can I get
true.
back to what I was saying or no?
So, well, Felix, you can, but I want to make sure that you understand that after this live, I'm going to go in the closet of truth, and I want you to be there with your wife, and I want you to look her in her eyes and say, "Baby, baby, I'm going to throw all our future away for Donald Trump," and
No,
I
that's
want
not
you
what
to
the
tell me what
Republicans are
she's going to
saying at
say.
all, but I think it's
No.
funny
That's
that
what
you're
he's
using this
saying.
rhetoric. I
That's
thought you were all
Okay,
about the
enough
truth,
with
Zeus. You're
Social
on a
Security.
lying
I
spree
want to
today. Why are
hear
you like what can
what
you give me an example of the Republicans saying they're going to end Social Security and
yes.
don't point to the Fed or don't point to the Social Security Administration? Show me some Republicans saying they want to
no,
end
I
they're
Social
can
gonna
go
they're
Security,
into
gonna
the
Zeus.
keep
budget.
Go
saying that.
ahead, dude. Show them to me. Show me
I
one
can go
instance
American
of a
into
Ninja, they're gonna
Republican
keep
saying they want
saying
to
that
end it. I'll
Guy
wait.
came
Republicans
in
are
here
better
hot.
than us.
I'm just
Hey,
waiting
and,
for some
and,
real
and
truth in
don't
here.
come
You
in,
guys are just all full of
Dominic.
it today.
Well,
Apparently, there's a lot
nobody
of
can
hot
talk
air.
over you. You're just
Don't
talking the entire time.
That's
dominate
Oh,
their
the
that's their
conversation.
MO. They always like to talk over people.
Yeah.
okay.
oh. Well, I'll wait.
And I did reserve this.
That's
So for
I'm
those of
waiting
you
on
who
the
are still in the
Republican.
comment section, I understand this is the
And
most difficult
one
part
thing.
of the show.
it
This,
is.
cut it
There's
out.
one
Hold
more
on.
thing.
They're just
This
There's
is
mad.
the
more
most
thing.
difficult part of the show is
It's
when I
hard when
open
you're
it up so
when
that people can talk and then, we get this talking over stuff. What I'm trying to do is make sure we all are heard, okay? But I'm going to need my friends on the right to be fair and, really engage in the conversation and not so
Yeah, that's what
much
I'm
the
doing.
banter.
right.
Otherwise, I will do what Snuggles has showed me how to do, which is clear the box. All right, we got 15 more minutes. There's others
Okay,
that
let
want to
me
come up.
talk
Uh,
more. Okay, so I look at the news. Okay, I don't care what news station I look at. Okay, Uh, it happens. Okay, now pew pews. Okay, let's get to the pew pew thing. Okay, either way, um, Biden wants to get rid of guns, this and that. Okay, let me tell you something. People are not going to give up their pew pews. They never will.
Nobody's coming for them.
Nobody's asking us
They
to do that.
just want
Nobody's doing
pew
that except for Joe Biden. He
reform.
keeps saying it over and over and over and over again and talking about taking guns away. And then you guys pretend he's not saying that either,
Joe
but he says
Biden
it every
isn't
time
doing
Is
he's
he
over
on
going to come
TV.
himself.
house
Can
to
I
What are you
house
get
talking
and,
about?
to
and
ask
take
What
you?
are
your
you
No,
talking
because
about?
we
He's
told
a
we already
president of
told him to
America.
fuck
people
off.
your
Doesn't mean he.
All right. So, as we can see, it's still hard to have conversations and stick to the format of the show. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a new group. And I made the mistake of thinking some people could get up here and actually engage in civil dialogue, okay? And you can send their guest request back for those of you I didn't mean to boot. Okay, I'm sorry, but I just did it because we can't have any name calling or profanity. American Ninja, come on, cut it out. Cut it out. Come on, get in here. I want to hear from the folks on the right, but I can't do it. We can't hear from you if we have to start arguing with you. Come on. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get it back. Or hopefully this group is I'm just going with who's ever in the hopper. Let's see if this group has some ability to let's get along and have these discussions.
Okay, so
Uh
I would like a conservative to answer the question. Is it okay for him to post violence on True Social? Is it okay for him to call for violence on True Social? Pictures of him holding a bat next to Bragg. Is that okay? Just answer the damn question.
hey, please
Sorry.
answer it.
Answer the question, please. I want an honest answer from people that
Can
still
I add
support
this
Trump.
too, since we just talked about it? Representative or Senator Mike Lee and Rick Scott both have been pushing to sunset Medicare. They're both Republicans, so he just needed a source. I just gave him two people to go look up.
Can you say that again, Double I? I want to make sure my good friend Felix hears that.
Yep. So Mike
Hey,
Lee,
there's
he's a
another
senator
thing.
from Utah.
There's another
And
thing.
Rick Scott,
Mitch McConnell even called Rick Scott out. Mitch McConnell called Rick Scott out about this. He said this is not the Republican platform, and he denied Rick Scott. He actually shunned him.
He actually said he wished him luck running on that in Florida.
Exactly.
So we've debunked that misinformation that you were trying to share with us, Felix. And I hope you do reconsider what you're doing and do not put your family into financial chaos because you love Donald Trump. Brother Anthony, greetings.
Hey,
Good
Anthony.
morning.
Good
Hey,
morning.
everybody. Hey, Shay.
Hey.
so Felix mentioned about, the Republicans is not going to let any bills get through, essentially. So, one of the bills that's being proposed right now, as a veteran myself, is President Biden has put forth a historic investment into veterans, their families, caregivers, and survivors.
Yes, you did, Angela. It wasn't for you. I cleared it to save the live. Sorry.
So, but I thought Republicans care about veterans, right?
I'm
By
starting.
Felix
I'm
logic,
starting to believe that when it comes to my friends on the right, they say when they say stuff like that, they want us to care about it, but they don't have to. That's the
hey,
game.
They're above the law.
Jack Smith.
can I read something real quick, Zeus? And this is for
Yeah.
this is for the gentleman that was in here talking, Mr. American Ninja, who's saying historic, because I actually work at the VA and I have access to this information, not what you see on Fox News.
Mm,
So the proposed budget is a whopping $182 billion
right.
for veterans. It's going to expand health care for toxic exposed veterans,
Right.
invest in preventing veteran suicide, bolster efforts to end veteran homelessness, support women veterans health care,
Mm,
invest in veterans medical facilities. Do I need to keep going?
keep
Because
going.
these are fact. No,
They're
these are
going to
facts.
vote no. They're going to vote no on that bill. I guarantee you.
Exactly.
I guarantee they are too. They're too worried about taking the wokeness out of the military because that's all they're focused about is wokeness in everything. They don't have a real agenda. They just chase a fake boogeyman of wokeness in everything.
Always.
That's wokeness, wokeness, wokeness. That's the only thing that they can chase after because they don't have a real agenda.
Hey, I'm sorry. In
They
free for
always have
all,
boogeyman.
Their
free for all
agenda
on the
is
line.
what happened to their
Blue
social
wave in
media
the
account.
comments, please.
So let me say this: free for all. He's actually in the comments. Yes, I am a veteran. Yes, I'm employed at the VA Medical Center. So I know this information. I'm not making stuff up. If you want the actual official news release that was released nationally, which I'm reading, you can have it.
Mm, mm.
See Republicans now to have veterans attacking other veterans. Ain't this crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what happens when you have misinformation in abundance, okay? And you're trying to share the truth in a world of misinformation. The truth is definitely going to be hard to get. And like I've said, there's three phases to accepting the truth. First, it's ridiculed, then it's violently opposed, and then it's accepted. And I know where we're at when it comes to the Republican Party. My friends on the right, we're at the first step. Okay, ridicule. This is what we're dealing with. Then you're
But
going to do the
Zeus,
whole
can I ask
violence
you a
thing.
question?
Yes.
But how
Yes.
can we how do I put this? How can we open people's eyes when they're getting their sources from Fox News, which they know that Fox News blatantly lies? I mean, these people have come out. Tucker
Mm-hmm.
Carlson, they have the text, they have the receipts in their face. I mean, it has been brought to light that they have been lied to, used as sheep. They are ultimately the sheep that they have accused everybody else of being. They have been the ultimate sheep, and they still
Mm-hmm.
believe the crap that is pushed out to them and spoon fed to them, and they just keep eating it up, eating it up. Like I don't understand how we can get through to people that just believe blatant lies, even when it's in their face that they're being.
In
Hey,
your
Zeus.
face.
Admit
Hey,
that.
Zeus.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
hey, Zeus.
Wait.
Yes.
Anthony says.
Zeus.
Who's
Hey,
saying that?
I'm a first time on your live. I want to kind of give an analogy why they're mad. I think I got an explanation for you.
Oh, I would
You
love to.
you got it? You ready? Okay, so has anybody in this live went to Disney World or Six Flags or United Kingdom or whatever? Has anyone got the fast pass when they went to Disney World?
I can't say I have. I cannot confirm or deny. You know my position on that organization, but continue.
Okay, well, that's nonetheless. If you went to Six Flags, you got a fast pass. That means you get to skip the line, right? You get to
Yes.
skip all the people who didn't get the fast pass, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. If you bought a fast pass and all of a sudden someone said, "Hey, we need to take your fast pass back. Well, you can't use that anymore." Well, that's what's going on right now. White privilege is being exposed, and the fast pass is getting taken away. And if you had a fast pass at Six Flags, you wouldn't want to give it up either. So I understand why they're mad.
Oh, so
It.
this is
I
about
like it.
you having a
I
good
like it.
time.
I like it. That's a great.
Selfish.
Bro,
You
like when you have listen guys, if you
How?
have if you have a privilege and that privilege is getting taken away from you, I understand why. But guess what? You're gonna have to
The
give it up.
the thrill is
Right.
come
over.
through.
Okay?
Come.
No more
Hey,
Six
can we get a
Flags, no
bomb?
more Disney, no more Fast Pass in
Zeus, can we get
America.
a bomb? Can we
You
get some
gotta get in
thunder,
line
some
like
lightning?
everyone else.
Get some
Cut it
thunder. We
out.
need thunder there. We need thunder.
Hey
Yeah.
Zeus, hey Zeus, I'm gonna
Shame!
I'm gonna drop down so
Oh
Swerve can
my
come up.
gosh. I can hear the Trump supporters now. They're mad. No, but we gotta tell you the truth. Hey,
Again,
thank you for the
let me
mighty
let me
hands.
let me let
Can I
me let
drop
me
down for Swerving? Can I drop down so you can bring up Swerving?
Sure.
Absolutely. Oh, what
hey
would a show be like without Swerving coming in? Swerving, come on. Oh,
hey, but can I add to that? Can I add to that conversation just a little bit for context?
absolutely.
We've all had issues and crisis, even in our personal life, relationships, and business. When you have a problem, people do not want to admit they have a problem. They want to sweep it underneath the rug. And you're going to have to take that carpet, pull it up, get the stank out. We got to get the stank out. And people are resistant to change, bro. It's hard. I
Yes.
understand why they're mad. I get it, but we got to move on for being a better place.
Mm,
Go,
it's
go.
time.
Love it. Good. Well done.
Wow, what an
Well,
incredible Friday, right,
it's
folks?
a
We
great.
are getting. Woohoo!
Listen, this is such a great Friday, and I'm. It's going to be interesting to see the crowd size in Waco because even his niece posted on Twitter that there's a way to secure 2 tickets off your phone, and she suggested everyone go secure 2 tickets and just basically troll his life. So it's going to be interesting to
It's
see
going
him
to be empty.
build
It's
it.
going to be empty because
Yeah,
the thrill is gone. The fast pass doesn't
yeah.
work.
Thrill is good.
Anthony, you were going to say something and then swerving.
Yes, Anthony had his hand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What's the
hear that.
gentleman name? Team Dean.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you that that was one of the most accurate depictions of what's
Mhm.
going on in this country right now that I've ever heard. And
Yeah,
I just want to commend you for that.
thank you.
Um, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna jump down so because I know you're short on time, so somebody else can come up.
Yes. Oh, we're
My
bringing
my
it
main,
on home.
my main mission and my main focus until this is abolished to make sure that everybody is aware and that everybody starts calling these people who they are. You're gonna see me on live after live after live repeating the same thing
Jack Smith.
until we are willing to call MAGA the Confederacy
Mm.
or call
Uh-huh.
Donald Trump and his followers the traitors that they are. They have the same policies. They have the same rhetoric. They have the same leadership. They have the same talking points that the Confederate did,
Mm.
Confederacy did.
Truth.
And if we're not willing, and if we're not willing to hold these people accountable, like unlike they were willing to do back then, if we're not willing to hold these people accountable, then we're going to continue to go through this because this is ingrained in our
Mhm.
society.
Wow.
These people are the Confederacy. Call them what they are.
You know,
Woo!
hey, bro.
All
I'm gonna say,
right. And you've
I'm,
heard what Anthony said, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm on.
And you know what? I want to push back on it, but I'm
I
having a
do too.
hard
I want to push
time.
back on that too a little bit, though.
I'm having a hard time though. Now I want to let Swervin go, but before Swervin goes, I want Swervin to also speak on this sound. I'm pretty sure you watched it, but please listen to it.
Donald Trump, whatever you need me to do, man.
Oh God.
I'll swear, if you need me to put on a tactical uniform, I'll do it.
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
I heard
If you
that.
need me to walk in front of you to block
Oh
bullets, I'll
God.
fucking do it.
Swerve, the tap dancing shoes this dude got
What do
on,
you think about
Swerve.
that?
Bro,
What do you
he's
think
a
about
Muslim.
that, Swervin?
That dude is a Muslim. Trump would throw him in the front of a bus in New York City in
All right,
a heartbeat.
hold on 1 second, please. I mean, Zeus was asking me for my opinion on this.
Absolutely.
I heard that. I heard that guy speaking, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there are already people who actually get paid to step in front of the president,
Yeah.
any president. They're called Secret Service. If you think for 1 second that I'm about to lay my life down for a lying piece of crap like Donald Trump, you can completely miss me with that. The
Mm-hmm.
man has done nothing but lie for you. And when he called for his protesters to protest over him being arrested, those 31 people that went out to Mar-a-Lago to protest on his behalf, those are 31 people he'd never let set one foot on that freaking golf course.
That's right.
He'd never let them come into that golf course. So the fact
Facts.
that they keep trying to turn their entire lives over to him, their identities, their second mortgage, their life savings, it's amazing to me. And let me just add to that, Zeus. Remember, Donald Trump is the only one who said he was going to be arrested. That was
Yep.
never leaked by any media news outlet or anything like that. He was the only one who said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he has already raised $1.7 million because of it.
Yep.
After he sent out an email saying, send me $3,300 or send me 3,000 if you're doing good,
Yeah.
or if you're not doing so good, then send me whatever you can. If you're
Mm-hmm.
doing good because of Trump's policies, then send me $3,000. $1.7 million, and the grift continues.
Yep.
Hey, can I say something to you, Swervin? Can I say something to you, Swervin?
He's a
Sure.
billionaire. Why does he do
Hey,
this?
bro, I was
Live with you yesterday, and we were in a live group, and this woman was crying, and she was so upset and distraught about all these things going on in this country. And I want to tell you, Swervin,
Yeah.
thank you for those encouraging words you gave that lady yesterday, because she was about to have a breakdown because of all this political mess. And basically, they're exhausting people. People are tired of this conversation. It's getting old, bro. Stop. Face the reality. The jig is up. It's exposed. Get over it. Move on. But Corbin, thank you for saying those kind words to that lady yesterday, because it was a shame to see someone in such a mental depleted state that she was in yesterday. Thank
Yeah.
you, bro.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, that was Aldina, and I
That,
was happy to speak with her.
and
Mm-hmm.
that is big. We have to help each other through this. It's
You
tough.
do.
It's
It's
Mm-hmm.
very
tough.
tough, but the truth will set you
and
free.
and
And
guess what though, Zeus? They
what's
need
that?
that.
People off ramp, bro. They gotta get. You gotta give them an off ramp. They want help.
Well, that's why we do these lives, okay? Because I
Mm-hmm.
really do believe that if we got to have these tough conversations in order to help
Right.
people get off their path they're on and come to grips with what's happening. I.e., the conversation about cutting Social Security. I'm hoping that the gentleman that was here understands he's going to ruin his situation financially.
Well, Zeus, he was the one that I wanted to address directly, but I guess he's gone, and He's sitting there talking about how Joe Biden has wanted to do this. I've never been able to find any evidence of Joe Biden wanting to sunset, as he calls it, Social Security. However, what I wanted to direct him to was the current Republican Freedom Caucus Congressional House budget plan, which cuts away percentages of money from Social Security, disability,
Mm-hmm.
veterans funding, veterans health care, and veterans disability, as well as Medicaid and Medicare. I wanted to point him to their current proposal. That was their proposal in opposed to Joe Biden's. It was their counter proposal to Joe Biden's budget. And that's what amazes me is they won't go look at that and see how the Republicans have proposed this budget that pretty much kills everything. Like Social Security is not an entitlement. We paid for it.
Mm,
That ain't no entitlement. But they want to cut the percentage of Social Security without cutting the amount of money that we pay into Social Security. Somebody make
shame.
that make sense to me.
Shame. It doesn't make sense. They're going to do it and then try to blame the Democrats, right? And we're on to the tricks, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen up. We've had an incredible live, but we're well past overtime, and I've heard from a lot of people today. Any last remarks, panelists, before I wrap this live up and we head off into the lovely weekend that we have for us?
Zeus,
Any
I'm,
last remarks?
Yes.
Zeus, I'll say this real quick and then I'm gonna drop down.
Fair enough.
It's like I always say, because I've always used Texas as kind of a litmus test for these past few months. Actually, these past couple years. Republicans have been in charge of the state of Texas for almost 30 years now. Yet everything that's wrong in Texas, they blame Democrats for. They create these culture wars. They create these social issues, as they call them, like critical race theory and drag
Mm,
shows.
right.
And then they blame Democrats for it. But they have no energy whatsoever for the fact that most of the people who are SA'd in this country, it's a family member, a clergyman, or a close friend of the family. Over 90% has no energy for that.
Truth.
So I'm gonna drop myself down, Zeus. You enjoy the rest of your Friday and the rest of your weekend on Mount
I will.
Olympus if I don't get to see you again. And
I'm
you
pretty
take
sure I'll
care,
see you
brother.
in your live cooking and doing what you do, champ.
I'll be doing some. I want to do some chicken parm either later tonight or tomorrow. So we'll see how
Oh,
it pans out.
oh, I would love to see that.
Uh,
You know, keep it going.
sounds
I
good.
hope you and your family are doing well. Okay.
I
Hey,
appreciate that.
can
Thank
I
you,
say a
Zeus.
final
So,
word? I'm gonna break. I'm gonna slide
nah,
Well,
down
forget
yeah.
too.
Zeus. Take care,
Everyone can
brother.
say their word. I'm going to go to Shady Lane next.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I missed her. Was there a question or was it
No, we're just
Jennifer? I'm just
wrapping
one
up
of
the
four.
live. Any final words that you would like to share with the audience before we leave? That's it. If not, we'll move on to Brother Anthony. It's okay.
No, I just want to say thank you for letting me join the live. I really hope that we see some movements in these cases coming up next week. The suspense is killing me. I'm like, I just really want to see some movement, some justice, so that, we can come to some peace, some healing in this country. I know some people on the right are going to say, well, it's going to tear us apart. No, no, we need to put this to bed. He needs to be indicted. He needs to have justice
Yes.
and
Yes.
to know that no one is above the law. And I
No
will
one.
end the no
Thank you,
one.
Shady Lane, and I hope to see
Thank
Mhm.
you
you.
Monday. All right.
Yes. See you
All
Monday. Bye,
right.
guys.
Bye bye. Brother Anthony, go ahead. Let's take us off into the weekend because we got a lot to get into.
Well, I'll be short and sweet. Like out of the, like out of the mouth of babes. Felix gave us a very good insight into how conservative minds work.
Mm,
Mhm.
Even though he's a little bit more brutally honest than a lot of conservatives would be, that have roadblocks that would
thank you,
put up
Dad.
guards so you can't see them be completely honest. He doesn't have that filter, and he was completely honest with us.
Honest.
There's a lot of Republicans that would rather go work 2, 3 jobs to post or to hold up this
Right.
man, give up everything that is entitled to them. These are not entitlements because they're gifts; they're entitlements because we work for them.
Mm,
But with him being as brutally honest as he is, and I thank him for it because
right.
he told us exactly what they really feel.
Mm,
They will do anything to maintain the ideal of the power that they think they
anything.
have.
Anything.
Anything. They'll do anything. So
Wow.
I just want y'all to just take Felix at his word and know that that's exactly how the rest of his party feels.
I agree. And I agree. Thank you, Brother
Yeah.
Anthony. Team
Thank y'all, and
Dean.
I'll see you Monday.
All right. Thank you so much. Team Dean, what do you got for us? We're wrapping it up. What a
Hey,
great
so
Jimmy.
thank
I
you
know
for
you love this live.
thank you for having me on your live today. I'll say one thing. We're talking about politics a lot, but we got to start talking about our future a little bit more. And we're talking about TikTok being banned, but
Oh
we
my,
got bigger problems in this country. There are
yes,
school shootings happening every single month, every single week in this country. And all this is trivial conversation if we don't have a future.
I agree 100%.
These kids are our future. So, in all the talk that we do, we talk about guns, we talk about getting rid of Trump, we're talking about a better way from this country. We need to talk about our children and helping them see a better future because the way we're acting as adults right now, we're not going to get anything done. And what future will our children have? Remember, don't let you're going to have to give up the fast pass. It's just the way it's going to have to be, guys. We got to have a reconciliation in this country, and we need to be the United States, not the divided states of America.
Right. Fair enough. I appreciate
Mm-hmm.
that, Team Dean, and that is the truth. And I do like the fast pass analogy, so I might add
Mm-hmm.
that to my toolbox of tools. Okay, so thank you.
You go right ahead. If you say it 3 times, it's yours, brother.
Ah, yes. Well, you know what else? If you say 3 times, it happens, right? I told you about that. I tell the Trump supporters all the time. You know, if you go in the mirror in the bathroom, you turn the lights down, and you go, Jack Smith,
Well,
Jack.
you know what?
The FBI will show up.
You know
Oh
what you
my
can
God.
also say about that? You
What's
can
that?
if Donald Trump has as much indictments as three to the third power right now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
He's
that's
got
math for you.
There's math.
Wow. Thank
Hey,
you, Team Dean.
don't
All
do
right, moving it along to Shay. Shay, you're gonna go wrap this up. Send us
Yeah,
on
you
home to
know
the
what?
glory.
I know they're scared, and I get it, and they're angry. I think
Thank
when you've
you
sat
for
around
the
and
gifts.
you've been fooled and you've been lied to and you've been told that he's going to win and he's going to do this and then he didn't and he kept losing and kept losing and kept losing. They're confused and it's sad, to watch them. It's just so sad.
It is.
And yeah, you are, Janae. You really are. And that's what's so sad is you sit here and you continue to defend a man that literally is calling for violence. But you're okay with that, obviously.
Shame,
Uh,
Janae. Shame.
hey, did you
Don't
notice there's
defend
not one
ISIS.
conservative or Republican, MAGA, whatever you want to call them? Not one of them answered my question if it was okay about the bat picture next to Bragg. None of them answered the question. I wonder why. They can't defend they can't defend it. Like they don't know what to do.
Mm,
Like how do I defend that? You know,
mm.
You
Well,
can't, and it's so sad. Oh, thank you. So
thank you for the
yes,
gifts.
yes, thank you guys. But that's what I wanted to end. I want to see you defend that picture of him holding a bat next to Bragg. I want to see you try to defend that he called for death and destruction. I want to see you try to defend this. I really, really do. That's the push. That's the push that I'm trying to do. So,
Thank you.
um, Janae, that's my third account. My first two accounts are Shay the Psalm 1 and Shay the Psalm 2. You good? Thank you. Anyway, so yes. But anyway, Zeus, have a fantastic weekend, my friend. And
All right.
we'll see everything coming to fruition.
Next
Carmen
week is
is
going to be
good.
just as interesting and exciting. I guarantee you. There's no way Trump can get on his platform this weekend and behave himself. I don't think he can. So there's going to be a lot of things to
Everyone.
discuss come Monday. Everyone, take care
You too.
and have a great rest of your weekend and your rest of your day. By the way, I will be going to Clapper and dealing with Snuggles because he can't be on TikTok because he keeps getting banned. So that's where I have to go.
Poor
And dealing with him trying to give me the feedback about this live that I know he enjoyed. Felix, cut it out. Girth, cut it out. American Ninja, cut it out. Listen up, Trump supporters. Get those knee pads ready. Because
Janae,
Jack
Master of Grapes. I
Smith
have a
is
song. You know
coming.
what Master of Grapes means? Come on, really?
Oh my gosh, take care.
Both hands.
Of course you
And
don't
I
know what
really am, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. We are out of here. Have a
Bye,
great weekend.
everybody. Woo woo.
This is how I move when I'm walking like
Yes, thank you, Evan, for the lightning hands.
Oh,
Those
thank
Zeus
y'all for
hands, I
being here.
love them.
Y'all are awesome.
act a
Thank
fool
you for
when I'm
being
moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm grooving like Zeus. You thinking that you cool till I look like Zeus.
Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
Like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god.
Blue
Call me
waves,
Zeus. I'm
everybody.
flyer than
Blue
the
waves.
eagle. I got red on me too. Took a long time to get here, and I'm feeling brand new. If you living like a bum, get away from me. Fool, I got money on my mind. I can't leave it up to you. I can't hang around with you. You
I
fall
know I
in
love
love too
song.
quick. You a high risk. Nick's all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is way above the feds. When you playing with the gods and you playing with the dead. I'm gonna let you speak the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little
Yeah.
mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, boy, you
I
such a
teach
douche.
about
I tried
why
to be
women
patient, but you
that's
had
why
to like my fuse.
me.
Catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus.
Girls, don't be mad at me.
When I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus.
I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus.
Don't be playing with my move when I'm moving like Zeus.
You thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus.
Thunder
Hey,
in the sky like
you thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus.
I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm hotter than Hades and I'm burning down the roof. You say you wanted facts, well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment now. I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game of rules, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim, don't be in the pool. Even though
Don't be in the pool,
people
simple.
telling me be cool, I'm just sitting on my throne while you looking like a goof.
Hey.
I'm letting you speak the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, boy, you such a douche.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Catching all
Hey,
these
Zeus,
snakes
love you, man.
like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah.
I'm the one that they choose.
You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my move when I'm moving like Zeus. You thinking that you're cool till I look like Zeus. Thunder in the sky like you look like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god, call me Zeus.
Yeah, you know about me.
You know about me?
I like to get wild with Zeus.
Yes,
I'm the god of the sky, you know what I'm
I
saying?
am the god of the
I'm
skies.
breaking down the roof with this.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Sound
Sound
on the beat, kicking hard like Bruce. Lawrence Reed on the beat. You better call the truth, ladies and gentlemen. I can dance and box in the jungle like a kangaroo. Don't get caught slipping in the woods and you'll be dead like a man.
Leave me on the beat like
Zeus, let's go.
Angel up on the beat like Zeus. RMC on the beat. Yeah, you heard about me.
Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day. I'm out of here.